Hey guys, Sid Leon here. I'm back with another video. And this video, I'm gonna talk about the number one thing in relationships today that occur is breakup. I'm sure most of you have been through a breakup at some point in your life, right? But in this video, I'm gonna talk more from the male's perspective of why breakups are so much more harder for men than it is for women, my personal experience with breakups, and lastly, what you should and should not be doing post the breakup. So stick around. We have a lot to cover, and let's dive right in. First things. So breakup is just like when a relationship just falls apart. It could be at the start of the relationship, even after the first date. Just my belief is that any two persons mingling together can constitute a relationship. It doesn't have to be like official, right? That's what most people think. No, the breakup can happen after the first date, first month, 5 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, even after marriage, 50 years. It's all like can be classified as breakups. So why is it so much more harder for men? There are two main reasons. Number one is how we are programmed to deal with things. So traditionally, historically, the man plays the role of provider and protector. The woman plays the role of the mother, right? She nurtures, she protects the kid, the child. So this is a result of our programming in this context for generations since the tribal days. We are so when breakup happens, essentially the man loses the person he is in charge of. He is supposed to protect. He's supposed to provide for. So in a sense, the man loses his child, right? And in a similar way, the woman loses her parent. And we are programmed to deal with the loss of a parent much more easily than we are programmed to deal with the loss of a child. So men who lost a child essentially take it much more harder. That's the first reason. The second reason is this. This is how today's society is. Let's say you are a man who is, no offense to anyone, but just let's assume you are a man who is let's making less than 50K a year in dollars and is not in good shape, is like has like doesn't know how to talk to people. You're an introvert and wear bad clothes. You are not even in the dating game. You're not even in the game. Nobody wants you. No girl wants you. Now, let's say you are a man who is making between 50 to 100K per year, and you are in like a semi-decent shape, but you still can improve a lot. Then you can probably attract, the woman who like you probably won't even consider dating, like somebody who's like fat or ugly, you can attract them, sure. Keeping them, different story. Now, if you are a man making 50K to 100K, but you are in great shape, you are physically fit, you dress decently, you have this hygiene about you, you are like you are social, people know you, you are not an introvert, you are an extrovert, you can talk to people, then you can attract women who are like 7 to 8, like out of 10, I mean 7 to 8. To get the nines and the tens, that's to get those kind of women, you need to be like at the top of the game, like the very pinnacle of manhood. More than 100K, great shape, multiple connections, multiple like sources of income. And I talk about finance here not to say that that is the most important thing, but money amplifies. Getting to that point, getting to that level of income means you already must be at that high level of social skills. That's the only way you can get to that level of income, right? So that's just how it is. So a man's attraction is based on his financial, social status, both of these statuses, and his confidence, right? Whereas a woman's attractiveness is based on her looks and her physique. right? That's just how it is. It's not misogynist to say the truth, right? So, like you're a man, you probably don't care if your woman like works at the local shop making $2 an hour, right? You probably don't care. Or if she's like a yoga teacher, you care? No, you don't care as long as she looks good, right? So, but for women, everything matters. So here's the thing: a 19-year-old, 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, who has really great the genetic makeup, looks, everything, her value is the same as a billionaire. And that's the inherent unfairness today in the world. So when you, an average guy, has a breakup, and your woman who's probably like a 7 or 8 minimum, and you lose her, you probably feel, oh, it's I can never find someone like her again because it was so much work to get her in the first place, right? It was so much work. So now that my one and only great option is gone, I'm alone. I can't have anyone else like that. I'm a loser. No, please come back. Stuff like that. Because you don't believe you can find someone else like her. Exactly. So be honest. If assume you had like 5 more women like her asking to be your girlfriend, would you really care if she left? No. But that's the thing. You have to be at that pinnacle level to be in that position that 5 other women want you. So these are the two main reasons. The first one, again, just a small recap. The first one is the human psychological makeup. We are more equipped to deal with the loss of a parent than we are to deal with the loss of a child. Second one is the lack of options for an average man. You lose your only option, and now you panic. You go in the fight or flight mode. So yeah, those are the two things. Now I'll tell you very briefly about my personal story because this will tie on to what you should not be doing post a breakup, which is everything I did. Never do anything that I did after my breakup. I'll tell you exactly what I did and what I should not be have done. So I met my ex now, I suppose, like over a year ago. I think it was like December 2022, and we seem to gel. I don't know. There's just something about I really even today I can't put my finger on it. Something about her really like made me really want to like hug, cuddle her, stuff like that. No woman has ever made me feel that way, even till now. No one. So we met. We had a we got along really well. We were like we like it was like really. I mean, I'm just saying, it was really good. She even met my parents. And after like, 4 or 5 months, I think it was like 5 or 6 months, I think. And the day she told me, I love you so much, Sid, the next day she broke up with me. The reason? No clue. She didn't tell me the full detailed reason. Just like something about not working out in the future, like some things. And yeah, I went into the fight or flight response mode. I blew up her phone, called her incessantly, texted her like 100 messages or something, and that is something which you should never do. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Never do that. It's a really big turn off. Yes. So I did that because I went into that mode. But this is not the end of the story because what happened was we tried to get back together a second time, but again, same thing she did was like didn't show up to my place when she was supposed to, when she said she would, and tried to blame me for it. And like and what I should have done is say just okay and never text her again. But what I instead did again was abuse her, and insulted her, called her bad names, and I wanted to like say that she was such a bad person, and I can't say what I actually said on YouTube, but essentially I said you're a very bad person. That's what I said. And again, this is again not the end. This is like part two. Part three is yet to come. Part three was kind of recent actually. This past November, we met again, yet again. Surprise. Met again, and then apparently it was like it seemingly went well for a month. Like we met like 4 times, but then on the fourth time she did the exact same thing she did the first 2 times. That I don't know, it might not work. I'm doing us both a favor, blah blah blah, all that rubbish, and just broke up again. And I tried to contain myself to not react, but I failed yet again. So that's my like brief story. So the takeaway here is this: everything from start to finish was my fault, was on me. He is not to blame. You know why he's not to blame? Because I chose the wrong person. I I knew all. I'm not gonna say exactly what was going on with her, but I knew everything that was wrong in her life. Everything that there were clear red flags that said that this will not work. And actually, I even heard this from her best friend, and like an idiot, I bought into the no, love conquers everything stuff nonsense. The thing is, those things only work in movies and shows. In real life, you have to be practical. You cannot like just like love bomb people and then expect them to turn over, and then just like you can't be the hero for people. That's what I'm saying. No matter how much a man wants to, because as men we love that, right? We love saving people, we love being the hero. So the thing is, does not work in real life. And I didn't listen to advices by her best friend who was trying to help me. Was what I noticed. She was on my side. I respect her for it. And but yeah, so this essentially happened. Now, what you should not be doing is basically what I just told you, right? You should not be. But I'll go over it again. If a breakup happens to you, don't text her. No, not at all. Don't ever text her. Don't, even though every bone in your body, every fiber of your being screams, I want her back. I want her back. That is not good for you. You are only wanting her back out of desperation because you, and yeah, you can say that I'm wrong. No, I loved her. I know she loves me. Trust me, I have been through all that myself. But it is in the end desperation because you don't think you can find someone as as attractive as her. Being loyal to one person only means, it only matters if you have five six different options and then you're loyal to one person. If you have only one option, you can't say that you are loyal to one person because you don't have options. No. So that's what I'm saying. You are only loyal to her because you cannot find anyone else. And when that one option leaves, you are stuck. You are crying. You are bad. I did cry. I'm telling you, I did cry. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I was wrong at a lot of things, and I paid the price for it. So yeah, they never do that. But now, what you should be doing? Okay, here's the thing. What you should be doing is number one thing. No matter what happened, I don't care about your story. Always take responsibility. It is on you. You, because you are the man. You selected her. She didn't pick you. You picked her. She followed you. Women follow, men lead. Okay? She followed you, you picked her. So if your choice was wrong, that is on you. And if you fucked up in the relationship, use my language, my bad. If you like messed up in the relationship, um, then again it's on you. Again, going back to what I did, I did act pretty desperate and needy, right? I did act that. So that if you acted like that at any point in your relationship, then you know that is the reason, right? So you should not be never be acting desperate or needy. And how you do that is always focus on your mission, whatever that is. You need, if you don't have a mission, then you shouldn't be dating in the first place. Dating can never be a mission. No, that is not your mission. I'll give you a mission if you want me to give you. I'll give you a mission. Think of the person you love the most. Is it your family, your parents, maybe your best friend, your cousin, whoever it is? Are they financially free? Do they are they like struggling? If you are like my age and you have parents who are like close to their 60s, are they working? And if they are working, your goal should be to retire them. You make enough money so that they can retire. Provide for them. Provide for them the luxurious life they deserve because they put you in this good position. And same goes for anybody else you consider as a loved one, best friend, brother, sister, whoever else. You have a responsibility to them to make sure that they are financially free, that they deserve the best life they can get. That is your mission. And only accept uh, dates, relationships from women if they contribute towards your mission. If they distract you, or if they try to persuade you to get you away from your mission, you are not going to give them a chance. No, you are going to find someone who helps in your mission and who you can help back as well. I'm not saying that she has to do all the work. But for your woman, you must be the provider, you must be the protector. You must provide for her, you must protect her, you must give her your all. But you also must be the man that if she chooses to leave for whatever reason, you can find someone just as attractive easily. You must be in that position first before you start dating. And if you're not, if you're making less than 50K a year, then I you can still go for it. And you don't have to listen to me, of course. You can still go and date, but just make sure that you have other options as well. I'm saying abundance. You need to have that mindset, and I believe that that can only happen if you're not overly focused on dating. You're focused on your mission. Your mission is your war. You go to war, you fight the war. When you come back home, your family, you have your girl smiling at you, hugging you, proud of you. Your girl needs to be proud of you. She needs to show you off to her family. If she is just dragging herself along with you just because she has good principles and moral values, and that she has been taught that cheating is bad, leaving someone in the middle is bad, and if she's just like tagging along just because of her principles, then that's not good. Then you always have to be the man that a woman can be proud to call you her man. So I believe that should cover everything that I wanted to say. Again, don't if you went through a breakup, I'm really my heart is reaches out for you. I have been through it myself, so I know how much it sucks firsthand. But there are many people out there who truly love you, who want to see you succeed. And if one person chooses to not be a part of that support circles, that is completely fine. You are the man to replace that person with anyone else. You can do that, and now you know exactly how you can do it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And if by any chance you're watching this, my ex, I just have one thing for you.